My name's Suzanne Day, and I run a charity and a business for stopping domestic violence, and I'm also a healer. And today I've got removing all karmic ties. Okay, so I stand in the power of my soul and I see and act as the Creator does. I am the Creator. Rescue and harmonious development for the world and all beings. I seal and protect this space with my life shield, which I activate now around me. And I'm protected from all evil eyes, all evil intent, and all low vibrational beings and vampire energies. And I'm also going to use the numbers 8888, which are for divine protection. And I'm now going to place these numbers around my auric field. And I will connect on a soul level first to ask permission to send this information to you. And if you do not wish to receive any of this information and healing, simply say no, and then you'll not receive the information. So today I'm going to use the information from my Genome Healing course, my Lightworkers Reiki course, my own downloads from Source in this healing. The Universe Has Your Back book, working with the Divine Masters, Ancient Wisdom, the Violet Flame book, and Change Almost Anything in 21 days. Okay. And this information cannot be copied as it's all under copyright from the course providers and myself. Okay, so Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace, that where there is hatred I may bring in love, that where there is wrong I may bring in the spirit of forgiveness, that where there is discord I may bring in harmony. That where there is error I may bring in truth, that where there is doubt I may bring in faith, that where there is despair I may bring in hope, that where there are shadows I may bring in light, that where there is sadness I may bring in joy. Lord, grant me that I may seek rather than to comfort, than to be comforted, to understand than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is by forgiving that one is forgiven. It is by dying that one awakens to the eternal life. Okay, so now I'm just going to talk a little bit about karma, as this healing is all about karma. So here is some of the information on the law of karma, and this is from Dolores Cannon in the book 4 of Converted Universe. You reap what you sow, so what you purposely do to another person will then happen to you at a later date. You can't treat people bad and get away with it. At some stage you will pay for this in your life or the next. And it could be this lifetime or it could be the next one, but it always comes back to you. And then you'll experience a similar situation to what you did to the person. Karma always catches up with you, and you will feel the same emotions and experiences that the person you hurt. Karma is one of the universal laws of the universe that we live in, and it's been a proven fact and an event to occur, and it happens on Earth to many beings. This is why you need to be aware of what you do and behave and act so that it does not come back to you in a bad way later on. And a good rule to use is if you do not want it to happen to you, don't do it to anyone else. And it even states in the Dolores Cannon book that you cannot get out of it even if you suicide, as you'll have to repay the debt at some stage in your next life on Earth, as all debts have to be paid back by you until you get off the karmic wheel and are no longer on the third dimension. And in Dolores Cannon's book, it says that you have a contract with this person that you made before you came to Earth, and this contract needs to be worked through, as it's an actual agreement that you've made with them. And all souls go through experiences in each lifetime to learn the lessons so they do better in their life. And if you break your contract you made, it disrupts the other person's life plan that you've made with them. So you come back in your next life on Earth and you do the same class over, but sometimes it's an even harder lesson than the first time. And there's no escape from this situation, and everything needs to be completed so that you can go on with your life plan. And all karma done is repaid by the doer who did the wrong. However, you can transmute the situation so there's an understanding that's been worked out with the person that you made a contract with for this going forward. And every situation you go through has a lesson that's connected to it for you to learn and to do better. And there's always a higher purpose connected to what's actually going on in your life. And when you have an understanding of how this works, you actually live your life in a different way. And often you will get enlightenment from the situation that you go through. And you can help others to do better and to be of service to others, to actually help them. So keep this in mind and the bigger picture that's playing out on the Earth School. And having personal experience will help you to know how you can help other people so that they do better. And knowing how a situation or experience personally feels gives you an understanding and an insight on how to act and what helps to resolve the situation. And personal experience will give you insight and wisdom that you cannot get in any other way. And this is because you personally know how it felt to you, and often you'll not want another person to go through the same experience. And when you feel personal pain, you often learn the lesson about this, and then that situation will not happen to you again. And blaming others just creates more karma. So try and look at your part in the situation and work on any issues that you find out about. And always look for the lesson that you need to learn so that it does not upset you in the same way or repeatedly happens to you. And you can always do some inner work on your wounds so that the situation is healed and you'll not find it so upsetting and triggering for you. And the Book of Records holds all the information that's about our lives. And when you go through hard situations, it can help you to bring balance to a situation so that it goes back into harmony into the universe. And you can also cancel and cut up a contract that you've made in another lifetime or this lifetime. You can also draw up a new one for you to make it work better for you. And there's healers that will provide that service for you to help you with this. And the universe mirrors back to you what you do to others. So you get to experience how it feels for another person. And that way you'll stop behaving like that and hurting another person. And when you've learnt the lesson the universe was trying to show you, then you'll no longer be affected in the same way and you will go another way. And the universe wants you to see both sides of a situation, to experience how it feels to be a victim and an abuser. And we've all been on both sides. And when you forgive another person for how they behave, this will help to remove the karma from you and them. And also you need to forgive yourself so that you do better in your life and any mistakes that you've made in your past. And it's a good idea to try and put as much good out in the world as you can, as good things and experiences always come back to you from doing this action. And this action is a great legacy to leave to the world when you're no longer on the earth plane. And this is from my Genome Healing course. All terrible events from our past, like murders and injustices, played out in any lifetime and universe, are now collapse as scaffold that's falling to the ground as dust and dirt. And they're going to be swept away and placed into the quarantine cube for restoration. And we're now going to make the decision that we have not sealed any pacts against the Creator or of creation. And if we have, we're going to revoke all of these now. We see all spears in our storage point of past lives. Shine and reconstruct all of these now back to the norm of the Creator's blueprint. And we're also going to dissolve all group karma that's held in any buildings, land, sea or air particles, in towns, countries, cities, across Mother Earth herself. We're also going to transmute all records, memories, traumas, agreements, contracts, oaths, pledges, promises, deals, pacts, bonds, dysfunctions, vows, and dark forces of these events on all timelines and dimensions and lineages. And we're going to go back 1 hour in time before all these events took place. We now say, we did not participate in these events. We went the bright path of the Creator. Our paths did not cross. All other participants went their bright path of the Creator, with the light of my soul and the light of the Creator in front of the backdrop of the Creator's soul. We see in our mind's eye all karmic debt is cleared and cleansed from our field, our body and soul. And we heal this now with the violet flame that will clear away all debris and scars from our auric field now. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. And karmic cycles are repetitive patterns in your life that can mirror a past trauma or mistake that you have made spiritually. And a karmic cycle is meant to teach you a life lesson and to help you to overcome traumatic events. To break a karmic cycle, you need to forgive yourself and those around you. Be mindful and let go of any resentment that you hold towards that being. When you break the karmic cycle, you're dissolving the boundaries between self and nature, which then releases all the attachments to the self. Okay, so how to break a karmic cycle and to have a karmic cleanse. Be grateful for every experience, the good and the bad in your life. Act with love towards others, no matter what they have done or how they've treated you. Look at all the motives that you have and that they are coming from a place of love and harmony. Correct all past actions, realign yourself with positive ethical behaviour. Number 5, to end karma with another person, you need to resolve any issues between you. Apologise for all past mistakes and wrongdoings, forgiving their misdeeds and releasing all lingering emotions, any ties, so there is complete closure in the relationship, so both parties now feel at peace in their heart space. Number 6, karma is not revenge, but it's about justice and balance in the universe that we live in. Karma is a principle that teaches us that all actions have consequences, which then regulates moral behaviour so that all is equal and fair in our world that we live in. Karma is a natural law of our universe and is causation, not a punitive system. Karma is a result of your personal actions. It gives us lessons to learn and challenges to overcome, so we grow and learn and have new understanding of our life. When you harm another, karma says that these actions you gave out will always return to you in some way. We need to live in alignment with our goals and have positive, healthy core values and actions. So now we're going to do the Heart Awakening activation and the Higher Intuition, a Book of Records. Okay, you will feel very emotional. The Book of Records opens up at a page of personal incident. The reason you're emotional is because this is an important incident that needs to be addressed by you. So to be addressed by going through the events in this lifetime that need to be healed and transformed by you. When you heal the pain that you've personally gone through, you will feel so much better in your life. And I had forgotten how painful that personal incident was, but now I've relived these incidents. I see how far I have come, how I have made such great progress. You needed to feel that pain to get balance back in your own life. By returning to balance and harmony, this is what the earth journey is all about. We need to experience each side of a situation so you can return it to balance and you know how it personally feels to be evil and nasty, then to be loving and kind. The power and the energy that was created of having evil intentions and all the horror that it created in others' lives. So you repaid the karma in this lifetime. By experiencing this, as a result, you are now very sensitive to how it felt for the other person. There was a challenge for you that was overcome with doing this process. So now we're going to use the Violet Flame book, and this is called More Violet Flame. We are in our divine I Am presence. We feel the love of our lovely God presence enfold us completely, and we let go of all anger, worries, concerns, and fears. We see a waterfall in our mind's eye. This waterfall is from the light descending from our I Am presence. This light is releasing to us as glistening streams of energy that go forth and bless and comfort, all in this healing. We see the violet flame dissolve the cause, the effect, the record, the memory of our own and others' misdeeds, and so it is. Now, these are some positive affirmations from the book Change Almost Anything in 21 Days. Today I am leaving the work at work. Today I am willing to let go of all anger and resentment that keeps me stuck in tension and in pain. My past no longer owns me. I am no longer a victim of my past. I am letting go of karma that has kept me trapped in this loop. Today I am willing to let go and let work in my life. I am letting go of all the negative thoughts that limit my choices. I am letting go of all my self-imposed burdens today. I am letting go of should and ought today. I am letting go of my need to be of perfection. I am letting go of my need to control everything. I am at peace with the past. God is guiding me to let go of all that is blocking me from feeling at peace. Okay, so now this is information from the Divine Master's Ancient Wisdom. And this is a leader of the karmic board. So okay, so a leader of the karmic board. As one of the leaders of the karmic board, which is a congregation of spiritual beings dedicated to implementing the laws of cause and effect, Lady Nada has the capacity to help us to overcome karmic blockages surrounding the heart. You can call on her for help in healing your heart space and also clearing away patterns that you are carrying in your energy field that are standing in the way of experiencing love. Karmic blockages are often misunderstood. Many people think that a blockage is punishment from the universe because of bad choices or wrongful behavior, but it is not. The universe is on our side. It wants us to have a positive experience down here on earth. It also honors our own choices and experiences. Karmic blockages can actually be created from innocent choices. For example, continually letting someone's bad behavior or mistreatment of us slide because we want to see the good in them, or choosing not to let love in because there's a part of us that's scared of the unknown. They are often repeated patterns that are in some way connected to our spiritual blueprint, the journey of our soul so far. Usually because an experience in a previous incarnation was so traumatic that the memory, even if we're unaware of it, is stored in our being. Possible signs of karmic blockages: deep-rooted fear of the unknown, other fears or phobias, continuous challenges in finding a romantic partner, feeling misunderstood, and finding it difficult to get close to others. Okay, so now we're going to call to the karmic board to clear all karmic blockages. Okay, so take some time to center yourself, breathe deeply, tune into your body, scan your body. If there's a part of you that needs extra care or attention, place your hand there now and breathe towards that area of your body. Once your body has become more relaxed, set the intention to bring your spirit to the forefront of your being with a few simple words such as, I call my spirit to the forefront of my being. Prepare yourself to release karmic bonds and barriers, and when you're ready, say these words. I call upon the lords and ladies of karma. Thank you for bearing witness to the intention and protest. I declare that I was not born to suffer. I accept this as my truth now. I declare that it is my right to experience love in all forms without any conditions. I accept this as my truth now. I declare that love is mine to have and to share. I accept this as my truth now. Thank you, Karmic Board, for clearing all blockages, debts, unfinished patterns, experiences, physical pain, or any other barriers that could be standing in the way of my experiencing of love. Thank you, Lady Nada, Queen of the Rose, for holding this sacred space. I welcome your holy golden light. Thank you for honouring me. I remove all blockages from my being now. I am unbound, unwound, unwounded, and free. It is my divine right to love and to be loved. I am love. I am loving. I am loved. I accept this as my truth now. I accept this as my truth now. I accept this as my truth now. And so it is. And now we're going to do the heart awakening activation. So visualize yourself immersed in golden and light pink light, ray of light. And once you're in the divine cloak of this light, know that Lady Nada is with you. Now visualize a pink rosebud. Allow the petals to unfold before you. Allow the rose to now bloom. Lady Nada, Queen of the Rose, High Priestess of the Atlantis, Essence of unconditional love, the divine feminine Christ light, I welcome your blessings, your love and support. As I picture the sacred rose blooming in my mind, I allow my heart space to open. I claim love as my truth, my being and my destiny. Thank you, Nada, for guiding me to see where I have not yet let love reach. Whenever I have resisted the presence of love, I welcome it back now. I allow my heart space to awaken. I allow my heart space to bloom. I accept love as my truth. Thank you for leading the way to my truth. I welcome your leadership today. My heart is awakened and activated, and so it is. Okay. So now we're going to use the spiritual numbers, and this is from my genome healing course, and these numbers are actually from Gravovoy, and he's a mathematician. He's the world top mathematician, and he's also a healer. And so he gave us numbers to use in the course that I did. And today we're going to use spiritual numbers for happiness, which is 287741, 287741, 287741. We're also going to use the spiritual number for self-love, which is 157914, 157914, 157914, 157914. We place those numbers around our auric field, also above the earth, for everyone to use these numbers. And I'll now cut all energetic cords that I've shared in this healing group today. And I'll use my hand to cut all the energetic cords now. I'll also cut the ancestral lineage that was attached on the timelines. And I'm going to see everyone having all their roots ground deeply into Mother Earth. And I now bring the earth energy up through all roots, filling all entire bodies till it's 1 meter above all heads. We're now all balanced in spirit, matter, heaven and earth. And I see everyone standing in the light of the Creator, and all energies within and around all beings are all transformed by the light stream that's shining down on Mother Earth and all beings and animals now. And thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. And if you like this healing, you can push the like button. You can also subscribe to our page. And thank you.